You said Dracula, so you compared him to a vampire? Any reason for that?
You know, it is interesting that you ask me that. The goddess on the outside of the sarcophagus was Lamastu. In Assyrian myth, Lamastu was an evil demoness who preyed on humans. Many people cite her as the mother of vampire myth,
And?
The engravings on and found around the sarcophagus portray a regal figure drinking the blood of his enemies. Now, this image is found in many cultures, specifically among those of royal lineage, but there is a quite scientific explanation.
So, what's that?
A disorder known as porphyria. In short, it is caused by a deficiency of the iron in the blood, and in many cultures, for the nobility that could conceivably get away with the cure, the treatment was to drink human blood.
Porphyria, I think I might have that. So Masquerade drank human blood?
Perhaps. Drinking the blood of your enemies is, if nothing else, symbolic. It can inspire fear in your foes and dissidents. Don't misunderstand me. I in no way believe it was a vampire. Vampires. That's what caused this whole mess. These maniacs believe they exist.
How did you find the Ankaran sarcophagus? We won't go pry too much into vampires because you might start suspecting things. How did you find the Ankaran sarcophagus?
That is, you see, in archaeology, one can spend years looking for a dig site, following local rumors, studying old maps. It's a complicated process, very boring.
Oh, I'm interested. Please go on.
Finding and organizing a dig is the least interesting part of an archaeologist's job. Trust me, you don't want to hear about it.
Sounds like you're hiding something. Care to share?
I don't know what would make you believe that. I have been very forthcoming with you so far. I think that maybe you are not as familiar with the process as me.
Okay. Do you really think the Messeract inside the sarcophagus?
That I can't be sure of, nor can anyone. But I promise you it is more likely to be filled with, gummy bears than vampires. Perhaps maybe a mummy, but not likely the kind to go about chasing Abbott and Costello.
What else do you know about vampires?
Not much, really. I'm an archaeologist, not a mythologist. But I do know that Lamastu, the Assyrian demoness, was thought to have been the inspiration for Lilith, the first wife of Adam in the Jewish Old Testament, another source of the vampire myth.
So, how do we open the sarcophagus?
Quite interesting. There is a surprisingly complex mechanical lock on the face of the sarcophagus. By sheer luck, we were able to find the key not far from the sarcophagus. Why no one ever found it and robbed it? It's perplexing.
So there's a key to a lock, of course. Do you have it?
How strange you would ask. I haven't seen the key since it was loaded onto the Elizabeth Dane in Turkey. It was stolen before the sarcophagus even. I am still hopeful that the police find both pieces before the contents can be disturbed.
Do you have maybe a copy of the key?
No, it's not the kind of key you can copy at the hardware store. It's actually very sophisticated, and I meant to study it at the museum. I've answered all your questions. Do you think now you could please get me out of here? I don't care who you are or why you've had so many questions about the sarcophagus. I just want to leave this place.
Okay. Right. Alright, I'll free you. There's a boat nearby, we can escape on it.
Thank you, my friend. I don't know where you came from, but I will never forget this kindness.
No problem. Looks, unless there's a key, which I don't think there is, that we're not going to be getting Ash out. I kind of feel bad about. Okay, There's no point being stealthy, is there? Oh, just die.
Time of judgment is here.
That does not sound good. Run, run, run. You behind me, dude? I don't know where he is. He should be using celerity. No, he's just stuck up there. Oh, maybe he's slowly following us. Oh dear. I'm really worried that he's not following us. Is he meant to be? Don't have time. Okay, you're not here. Good. Inventory full. Don't care. There's a boat. Get on the boat. Ah, no. Oh, I'm guessing he was just like, oh yes, he's definitely with you. We just won't. He's running beside you. He won't. Keep going. He won't animate with you because we haven't animated him running or something. So yeah, we beat the Society of Leopold. We took them all on. That does not look good. Police around. I think we'll leave them for a bit. We'll go and talk to other people. So we'll chat with Heather, check our emails, head to maybe get some blood from Confession. Go and talk to the Anox. See what they say about actually opening it now that we know what's going on, and then we'll chat with Lacroix if we have time. Maybe we might leave that for the next time and then go straight into the mission. Yes, of course. Yeah, that never. No. Open. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. I think the only time you actually get something out of the mailbox is when you put something in and it gets picked up. I'd guess. Right. Heather? You alright?
I had a dream this afternoon. You were in it. You were stroking my hair, telling me you loved me. And then, in the next instant, you were gone. And I was alone, and I cried out for you, but you wouldn't answer. You're here now. I've never felt more relieved.
Dream on, I'd never tell you I love you. I wouldn't leave you, Heather.
You're so kind to me.
Yeah, I'd never forgive myself if anything happened. Right, let's check our emails. See if something interesting around. Ooh, new one. The White Bishop. The White Bishop falls. So I'm guessing that's Grunfeld Bach. Who's sending me these emails? Does it say? Or is it just still a friend? A friend. Trying to think about who would be so cryptic about this kind of stuff.
Something on your mind? Give me a call. 323.
Oh, this is different. We got a new one. Woo!
Asked to speak to the cute one. Hey, all you night owls. Is the human race going crazy, or is it just me?
Going crazy.
Seems like all you hear is bad news lately. Anybody feel the same way? Feel like the world's cracking at the seams? Why don't we make that the topic for tonight? And if that doesn't work, you can all go back to calling in with the usual pervert stuff. Line 5, you're on with the Deb of Night. So tell me, society going to hell or not?
I think so, Deb.
And why is that?
Well, for one, I lost my job a month ago, and our management gave themselves a bonus for it.
I'm sorry to hear it.
And just the other night, I happened to look out my window here in Santa Monica, which used to be a nice neighborhood. I saw the local diner where I've been eating my breakfast
That had nothing to do with me.
And my neighbor's boy. He's been using speed since he's in junior high. Steals from his parents.
That's a shame.
Yeah, you know, there was a time when this sort of thing just didn't happen. You know why?
Why is that?
Well, because a man could beat a woman and children when they got out of line. They didn't even have to be blood. You could just slap the little bastard.
Ah, the good old days. Why don't you hit the activity room and reminisce some more, Grandpa? Anyone have any musings that don't end up in assault charges?
Yeah, hi.
Whoa, here's a rare event, a female perspective that isn't my own. Go ahead, sister.
I just wanted to say that I agree with you for the most part. Things have really started to suck in the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like I can't see myself bringing a child into this world, you know?
I hear you.
Except if it was like Ash Rivers' baby. Oh, he is so amazing, Deb. I would like populate a minivan for him. Oh my god.
Yeah, but what are the chances of that happening?
I don't know, but I'm like at his club every night.
Okay.
We kind of blew him up.
Back to the topic.
Sorry.
And this one time, I was working as a waitress at this award show, and I served him a drink, and he told me, "Pink's beautiful." And there was like a moment, definitely something there, you know?
Sure, girl, but tonight's topic isn't Ash Rivers.
Yeah, well, that's probably really good, because all of you other females better stay the hell away from him. You know what I mean?
I'm glad to provide a public forum for the whacked out of both sexes. Let's try to stay on topic, shall we?